In this video, we visit historic Route 66, this time in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Route 66 has a ton of classic things to see, but this is a somewhat newer stop on the Mother Road. Route 66 Trailhead Park was dedicated in 2012 and is mainly used as a parking lot for the Pacific Electric Trail, but there are a few things here for Route 66 buffs to enjoy. One of the first things you'll notice when you get out of your car is the sidewalk in front of the park goes over the history of the Rancho Cucamonga area from a European settler point of view. There is no historical markers talking about Native American settlement in the area. It's just the history from the 1820s up until the 1970s. Every 10 feet or so there is a different cement block giving a little bit of history of the area. One really neat thing is that the history on the sidewalk actually ties into the park itself, which you'll see in a minute. Now, I'm not sure if they just ran out of sidewalk or if nothing exciting happened in the area between 1887 and 1977, but as you can see, the history jumps from 1887 to almost 100 years later to 1977. As I mentioned earlier, the park is mainly used as a parking lot for the Pacific Electric Trail. The Pacific Electric was the largest electric rail system in the world. One line ran from Los Angeles all the way to San Bernardino. That line was discontinued in the 1950s, and the right-of-way for the old tracks has been converted into a 19-mile bike route. So here is a little area at the park dedicated to the history of the Pacific Electric Rail. And there are informational signs that actually give quite a bit of history on the different historical exhibits at the park. One thing at the park that I thought was really cool was this old section of Route 66 itself that you could walk out onto. The concrete on this portion of Route 66 actually dates from 1914 and the overlay from the 1920s. Told this road is in its original position, and as you can see with Route 66 to the left, the alignment of the road has changed over the years. Owing to Rancho Cucamonga's history with grapes, there are grapes planted at the park as well. These are mission grapes, the same type of grapes that were first planted in Rancho Cucamonga in 1838. The grapes weren't quite ripe yet, so we didn't actually try any, but there they are, right next to the road. Another really cool thing at the park is this bike and pedestrian bridge that goes over Route 66. As you can see on this side of the bridge, there are classic automobiles. Then the other side shows every state that is on Route 66, as well as the slogan, Route 66, America's Main Street. As for the rest of the park, there are restrooms, of course, and something I thought was really cool was a little station for people to work on their bicycles. There was also an area for horses in the distance. Then up this short flight of stairs, you will reach the Pacific Electric Trail itself. The trail itself appeared to be very well maintained. I can't speak for the entire Pacific Electric Trail, but at least in this area, everything looked in immaculate condition. And then it's just a short little walk to get over to the pedestrian bridge that we saw from below just a minute ago. Then from atop the bridge, you get a view of Route 66 as it is today. And that's our look at Route 66 Trailhead Park in Rancho Cucamonga. It's definitely worth a stop if you're in the area and you're interested in Route 66 or Rancho Cucamonga history. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next week.